Tune in, turn up, it's time to go. Deep talks and a crazy show. It's Toon Along, yeah, you know the name. Big ideas, fun and games. Hit that play, don't miss a beat. This is the podcast where we all meet.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Toon Along. We're doing another episode tonight. It's a Sunday night. Always like to do one of these on a Sunday night. It's always fun. Season 3, Episode 5, Out of the Past from Batman Beyond. This was in 2001. If you guys got the episode ready, go ahead and let's get into it in 3, 2, 1, play. All right, so it's 21 minutes. We got Bugs Bunny and the Warner Brothers logo. So it begins. Batman Beyond, one of the great, in my opinion, one of the greatest Batman renditions of all time. That and animated series. You put them together, can't ask for more from Batman itself. Let me turn this down a little bit. The intro is amazing. Character's cool. I'll never forget when this show came out. I may have talked about this earlier, but when this show came out, it would have been a Saturday afternoon. Yeah, Saturday afternoon in the morning. Somewhere around noon. And YTV, for some reason, decided to play like 8 episodes in a row. And got everybody hooked. I liked when they did that. Whenever they started a show or a series, they always played many episodes side by side. Get you hooked on the show, get you wanting more, get you vetted and interested in the characters and all that good stuff. So Batman Beyond did that for me, and that's why I love the show. Here we go. It's starting. It's because Out of the Past. Here we go. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's being safe, staying healthy out there, watching some cartoons. Oh, right. Here we go, guys. This is cool. I know why I picked this episode, just because of the name. I thought they were going to do something with the Joker and all that. Look at that. You got all the classic Batman characters. Just reminds me of the movie, the Batman Tale of Two something Jokers or something. The Batman Beyond movie, the one that came out alongside the series and the show. And that was probably one of my favorite Batman movies as well, because it kept you wanting to see the Joker, knowing that you knew deep down that the Joker's probably not going to come back. It's way too long ago. However, a part of you still thought that if there was even a piece of him that lived on in memory, that was good enough to make a movie, and they did that. Amazing job. Amazing movie. I want to watch that movie. We got to watch that movie together. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you guys haven't seen that movie, Batman Beyond, I think it's called, let's check out the name. I want to see. Let me see. Oh, yeah, that's right. Batman. Oh, they're coming out with a new one. Is that right? Or maybe it's just Batman Beyond. Wait, what's this? Okay, they're making new. Oh, here's the Joker one. Return of the Joker. Right. But Joker's not actually in it, like the original Joker, but something about Joker lingers on. Like you're meant to think that when you're watching this movie, the Joker's in it. If that's, I don't remember. That's a great part about this movie is, I watch it every 5 years or so, and every time I watch it, I forget the little details about that movie because it's so clever, it's so well done that, I just forgot. But anyways, so here we go. There's Bruce Wayne. We got great quality on this Batman Beyond, I gotta say. They did a great job. They brought it back to life. But I gotta say, the cells and the animation look very Flash animated done. You know what I mean? I feel like this was done on Flash. Very simple shading. Now the backgrounds are great. But I'm talking about the characters themselves, the way they move. They look very simplistic. Not a lot of shading. Not a lot of tone. A lot of gradient color schemes. Like if you hit pause right now and you were to analyze every color, you probably have maybe 5 to 10 colors. Not much. It's not much for a cartoon. You need more. We need more than that, Jack. That's a cool character. Pretty nice to come in and talk to Bruce Wayne, old man Bruce in the lair. There he is. Maguire, get over here. Come here, Maguire. You think Mark Hamill makes an appearance in this episode? I wonder. Me wonders. That's interesting. If he did. Now, Mark Hamill got to be the best Joker of all time, I got to say. If you're watching any Batman, in my opinion, you got Mark Hamill as your Joker, Kevin Conroy as the Batman. Now, Deirdre Bader, who played Batman in Batman the Brave and the Bold, was a great Batman. I really enjoyed that one. There's a few other renditions. Like, think about it. If you had George Clooney do an animated Batman again, I think that would work. I think George Clooney has a great voice for Bruce Wayne. I did enjoy that. Michael Keaton as well. If they think about that, if they brought back Michael Keaton, did a Batman animated short. Speaking of Batman animated shorts, did you guys watch the Bruce Lee rendition of Batman? Now, I only caught a little bit of it. When I started watching and I had something to do, I just wanted to see what it was all about, just get a little glimpse of the animation. It looked really good from the start, and it had that 70s feel with the Bruce Lee. I'm a huge Bruce Lee fan. I love Bruce Lee. So when I saw that, I knew I have to sit down and watch it. I'm not gonna watch it tonight because it's a whole movie and it's gonna take some time. But I'm gonna sit down this week and watch it on my own, no commentary, and just absorb it because Bruce Lee is one of my favorite characters, and you're gonna mix that with Batman, you're in for a good recipe. Now, I don't know if it's actually Bruce Lee. It's obviously meant to pay homage to it, and maybe for legal reasons they're not going to call it Bruce. Or maybe they did. I don't know. But we'll find out. Oh, look at her. Look at that character. They did a very nice drawing. Very well shaped. Very nice. I like the way they did the city in this. If you're watching a Batman, Batman, you're used to something from the 50s. Now this car looks like something from the 50s. He's bringing out his old car, taking it for a spin on the brand new highway. Now that city, if you were going to live in a metropolis in a city, which one would it be? Would you want to live in a Batman Beyond, something like a Tokyo futuristic Blade Runner-esque type city? Or would you want it to be in Batman, based in the Adam West series in a small little town, or just a Gotham City like in the ones with Christian Bale? If it was me personally, I want to have a big city. I want to have the metropolis, just like Justice League. Have it like this. This is really sweet. Futuristic's nice. Speaking of Batman Beyond, okay. As far as video games, what have we got for video games? I'm sure there's got to be a Game Boy Advance game for sure. Maybe a PS2 game. Let's see. Video games. Okay. There's definitely got to be. Okay, so there's a PlayStation game. Hey, there's a PlayStation game, Batman Beyond PlayStation. And that's it. Would you believe that? There's no Game Boy game? Really? I'm blown away. As far as Batman games, there's not that much. If you think about it, look, there's Rise of Shinsu. We're going to play that. I have that one. Now, there's this other one here for the PlayStation called Batman Gotham City. Oh, Gotham City Racer. How is that game? Let me just get a look at the screenshot. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Now, it is PlayStation 1, don't forget. PlayStation 1 is very good, but it can also be very bad. So, okay, yeah, it was out for the Game Boy Color. That's right. I do remember seeing a Game Boy game. And N64 as well. Okay, so Batman Beyond gets a little bit of love, but it gets love from the movie. Not the actual series itself. But let's see. I just want to see. Oh, my mistake. Wait, did I just make a mistake? No. See, there is a game for it. It's the Joker one. It's the Return of the Joker. That's right. And it's basically a fighter platformer, kind of like Turtles in Time, 3D. You're going around, you're battling, or maybe it's a fighting game. I don't know, but it kind of looks like a platformer. No, actually, I take that back. I'm just looking through the screenshots. It looks like a fighting game. Okay, it's a fighting game, but it's kind of it looks kind of like a 3D platformer fighting game. 2.5D, if you will. That's interesting. It'd be cool to try. Actually, it looks very good. When I'm probably looking at an emulator screenshot, but the game looks pretty sweet, pretty cool. But yeah, as far as video games go for Batman, what do you guys think? The Arkham Asylum games, those are probably the best ones. But, there's other ones out there that do have a little bit of taste that's really good. And by that I mean, like, you think of the SNES one or the Genesis, the animated series game they came out with. That very first level where you're battling the Nutcracker tin soldiers, those Christmas Soldier Town, whatever guys. That's a really good level. And then every other level is very different. You're riding a roller coaster. You're jumping up some trees. Every level was actually different. I kind of just wanted it to be kind of like the first level, just a little platformer, jump around, shoot some guys, go to the next level, unlock some stuff, go back and forth. Like a Metroid, if it would have been like Metroid from, Metroid SNES, that would have been all right. That would have been all right, though. That would have been cool. Going up and down the buildings. Oh, what's happening to Bruce? He's getting a makeover. What are they doing to him? They're putting... Let's put him inside the baster and lower him inside the gravy. What the... Bruce is desperate. When he's doing that, he's desperate. No! What do you think is going to happen? You think he's going to turn into the Joker? Could you imagine? Oh, that would be so cool. Just like they have the Flash paradox, right? Where Flash, there's negative Flash. I forget his name. But there's basically the opposite, right? Well, what if you had a multiverse of, some form of DC multiverse where the good guys are the bad guys and the bad guys are the good guys, but not in the way you think. They, like, Bruce Wayne would actually be dressing up as the Joker and putting on makeup from his lair. And would he be Batman? No, he would be the Joker, but he would be Bruce Wayne the Joker in that realm. But it won't, don't make a whole series. Just make a movie where a character hops in between DC worlds and things are opposite in different multiverses and universes. That'd be pretty cool. And I'm sure they've already done that. But I'm just saying, maybe expand it really wacky. Make it super wacky. They're doing it with Spider-Man. Spider-Man multiverse. They're doing... I'm surprised they did that. That was really cool. Well, Batman Beyond would be the appropriate Batman to do that with. He would be... you do it with Maguire. He would go in between the Batman worlds. You go in the Adam West world. You go into, the 70s Batman world. Even you go even into a video game Batman that only exists in a video game. That'd be pretty dope. Yeah. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing in my room there, Sugar Plum? You wanna come here and fix my hair? Oh, what's going on here? Oh, that's one thing I love about Warner Brothers. They're never shy when it comes to stuff like that. Like, what was the last one I watched? I don't remember. It's a Harley Quinn episode. It was a Harley Quinn movie, and she ended up having sex with Nightwing. And I was blown away that actually happened. Like, I'm watching it, and in my mind, I'm going, wouldn't it be amazing if that happened? And then, no joke, like 2 minutes later, it's starting to happen. I'm going, oh, shit. It's pretty awesome. At the end of the day, I don't mind it, but don't do too much of that, because Batman's not meant to be that. Like Harley Quinn, okay, once in a while. It's a tease, right? It's a tease. But, Harley Quinn, one of my favorite characters, created by the great Paul Dini. Kevin Smith named his daughter Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn Smith, that's right, Harley Quinn Smith. Pretty cool that people are naming their kids after characters of shows and, things that had meaning to them in life. Cartoons, there's nothing better, guys, than waking up on a Saturday morning, watching a good simple cartoon, finishing it off, maybe even on Saturday night, watching a little movie, say a cartoon movie or a TV show, whatever. But just watching something that's simple, funny, good story. That's what I mean when it comes to animation, when it comes to cartoons, CG, all that stuff. You can, bend the boundaries. You can do things that you can't do in an Adam West type Batman. Not to say that's not bad. It's one of my favorite Batmans. I have his autograph right there. I met the guy at Comic-Con. I stood in line. I met him, and I got to shake his hand. And I remember at the time when I met him, the security guards were really anal about taking pictures. Like, I couldn't even take his picture. I even asked him, I was like, Mr. West, can I just take a picture? You can sit down. I'll just turn the phone. And his agent just butted in and said, nope, no. Pictures are $50 and they're later on. I said, okay. But Adam West was quiet. You could tell. But I'm sure he wanted to take a picture. He even asked me what I did or what I was doing for a living. I told him nothing. But that was a long time ago, and now he passed on. Every time I think of Batman or Family Guy, I think of Adam West. Just the good old moments. Good times. Just think about it. It's only a matter of time, obviously, as it passes. All our cartoons are going to get older. All our shows are going to get older. All the characters, the people that invented them. And maybe this kind of genre, this kind of way of doing it, because, you look at what they're doing today with CG and computers, it's not the same at all. Like hand-drawn, taking the time to do a story, because when you're drawing it by hand and it takes you like a year to make a season, like an actual year, you're going to put a lot more effort into the story. You're going to put a lot more effort and time into the character development. Whereas today, it's all about pumping it out for money and production. Okay, get 2-3 seasons. Who cares what they do? To have them jump around, go from place to place, and no character development. Not to say there aren't good shows today. Of course, there's great shows. They're probably even better than they were when we were younger. But I just think that at a certain point, the well's gonna dry. They're gonna start moving on to the next generation of maybe even VR or whatever it is. Wouldn't it be cool if you can go into VR cartoons? I think of PSP, the Simpsons game, the PS2 and PSP, where Homer's just going around. I mean, it might have been based off the movie, but I think they had a Simpsons game on its own. And you're just going around collecting donuts. I think of something like that. You're going around Springfield in first person, in VR. You're crashing into Homer and Ned's house. Wouldn't that be fun? Then next thing you know, you're just hopping out from universe to universe, going into South Park. Then you're going into Futurama. And you can imagine you can go into any cartoon from the VR world. And you can hop in, like I said, go to Mickey Mouse, and it would be an adventure. They make you go around kind of like Kingdom Hearts. But Kingdom Hearts VR. Could you imagine Kingdom Hearts VR with every cartoon ever made? But it wouldn't be necessarily Kingdom Hearts with the Kingdom Heart theme, but it'd be VR, cartoon VR. I'd be pretty down. Where would you go visit for an afternoon? I think I'd go, for myself, well, obviously, let's go to Batman Beyond. Let's go to Batman World in the 50s and all that good stuff. And then 30s and stuff, but... Rocco's Modern Life would be pretty sweet. Going down to downtown O-Town, hanging out there. Going to Bikini Bottom. Would you be able to go? You wouldn't be able to swim. I wouldn't go there. I would go to where else? Where else would you go? There's so many places to go. What about in real? What about in like live action? Star Trek. Star Trek would be fun to hang out there. If that was real, it's probably real. They're obviously going to space, right? Just think about it. If they're going up there putting satellites and it doesn't cost that much, what's it cost them to put a little person in there or a little robot that's going to go a little further, take some good pictures, maybe even stop by a planet, drop itself off with a little team, fly back? I don't know. Maybe it's doable. I think it's doable. Yeah, it'd be fun. It's fun to think about. But just a cartoon VR, right, in itself, that'd be a fun place to go venture. Have a good time, a good afternoon. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Like I said, Sunday night, we're just dipping ourselves into the end of the weekend, going into Monday. How do you guys like to end your Sunday? I know you guys are probably not listening to this on a Sunday night, whether it's Monday or Tuesday, whatever day of the week. It's always a good time for a cartoon at that. But it's always nice to end a nice weekend with a little cartoon, little animation. Keep it light, keep it simple, and keep that weekend just going just a little bit longer. You know, when you watch a cartoon, you watch an episode, you can always tell yourself, give yourself one more. I got one more in me. And what are you gonna watch? I don't know. But whatever they got on TV. Think about it. It's 11:48 right now for myself, and I'm just thinking Family Guy would have probably been on or something. Just thinking back in the year 2000, right? 1999, 2000, with a show like this, Batman Beyond. Thank you guys for stopping by this long. But just think about a show like Batman Beyond. If you were watching this in 1999 to 2001, if you wanted to record it, if you were a diehard fan, you would have pressed record with your VHS or some DVD player. Some of them had them, but mainly VHS back then. And speaking of which, I was able to find an old VHS recording with some Batman Beyond on it. And it's a very special Batman Beyond episode. It's the one where that guy melts, and he basically has the green goo inside him. He's like shining green, and you see all his veins, and he's embedded in like the rock. But I'm glad I got that episode. That was a really good episode. All the episodes are good. Honestly, Batman Beyond, it's gold. But if you think about it, with the commercials, watching it on Fox Kids, remember that on Fox Kids? Batman Beyond. And it, plays during the day, but this is also a nighttime show. If you want to watch a good Batman show, a good nighttime Batman show, Batman Beyond. It's good to have. It's good to watch, good to view. It's good to have you. I'm thinking I'm going to do another episode after this. Maybe not Batman Beyond, but maybe something else. See how the flow goes, see how things move. We're going to upload this one. Things have been going pretty good. Honestly, I got to tell you, I'm glad I started the podcast. I'm glad I got out there just to talk about cartoons, talk about TV, video games, and all that stuff. I just want to share my opinion, share with you guys. Let me know what you guys think as well. Go in the comments. Go to YouTube. Go to Twitter. Go to Reddit. I'm everywhere. Go to Facebook. Anywhere you want. Shoot me up a message with next episode you want to see or whatever. I got, like I said, if you go to YouTube, you can go check out the commercials. You can go check out all the different tidbits I've been able to pick up from my VHS collection, and it's just it's been fun to do, fun to get together with my thoughts and the old TV screen. I got my dad to bring me the old big Trinitron, Sony Trinitron. I remember he paid somewhere around the realm of $1,300 back then, maybe even more, $2,400 could have been. But just to think, and today it's worth nothing. You can get it for free. But it's nice to have it. I wanted to watch all those old VHS tapes on it because of the color. And as I'm recording it, I'm noticing the color is a little different on my computer than it is on the TV, on the tube. So what I'm thinking is I'm trying to make it look or make it match as much as I can. The more I'm doing it, the more I'm learning, which is fun. So I'm not doing too many, because if I do too many with the quality that I have right now, I might have ruined too many, right? So I'm doing a little bit by little bit and adding as many as I can and going with the flow and see how it goes. But yeah, guys, that was the end of Batman Beyond. That was the end right there. Well, I don't know. What'd you guys think? Batman Beyond, great show, great episode. I mean, go check it out. Season 1, Season 2, Season 3. You won't get a better show to watch. I'm telling you that. You won't be disappointed. The characters are nice. They're well drawn. It's got a certain flow to the animation. What I mean by that is you can, like, the way you look at the way they're dancing in the club, right? The way they move, the motion. It's got that. That's really, and it uses that motion a bunch of times in the show. And you look at the way Batman moves in his futuristic suit. He's more like a ninja. Well, he always was a ninja, but in this realm, he's more like a real futuristic ninja with no cape. This is Batman with no cape. This is Batman just going around. He's got a great suit, and he's got Batman, the original Batman, in his ear, basically whispering at him, telling him what to do, telling him where to go. Is his new Alfred, because there's no Alfred, right? Bless him. Alfred passed on. Who's your Alfred? If I had to go back in time and I had to pick my Alfred, like obviously Michael Caine now is probably my Alfred, but the guy that played Alfred in all those Schumacher movies, right? Those ones? I forget his name. Pennyworth. Something Pennyworth was it? But that guy, he's probably my second in line, because he was the same one as Michael Keaton, because Michael Keaton is everybody's original Batman. He still is in my heart. I mean, obviously Adam West, the TV show, but Adam West was always very comic booky, and then when you get into the Tim Burtons, it's still comic booky, but it's darker. It's a lot darker. It's less spandex. It's more hard armor. The neck doesn't really move, right? If you guys remember. Batman can't turn his head. And I got, they used to have these cards that came with it, the movie. There was these cards. If you go on eBay and you type Batman 1989 cards, there's a few cards that came out. And I remember my dad going over to my grandparents' house, his old room, going in the closet, finding some stuff. And I remember in one box I found a card, a Batman card. I remember asking him, where'd you get this? He's like, oh, I had that years ago. I got it when the movie came out. And I remember, I think I still have it. I have to find it. It's somewhere in the midst. But if I can find it, I'll take a picture. And it just brings back good memories. Thinking of finding something that my dad kept all these years, all these books he had, books like War of the Worlds, Close. What was the one? Close Encounters? No, that's a movie, but it might be based off a book. Orson Scott Card, all those guys, those science fiction writers from the 70s and 80s. just keeping a young teenage mind occupied during a time when the internet was not even there, right? I don't know about you guys, but I remember going through elementary school not having the internet. I mean, internet was available in school for a limited time, batteries not included, but at home, I didn't have it till high school. Some people did. I mean, probably 50% of the population had internet back then. When I say internet, I'm saying back in from 99, from like 96 up until 2002, I didn't have internet. And then I got internet in 2003, and then been good since then. But my internet, I don't know about you guys, but internet speeds got up and down. Right now, my internet's pretty shit. I've got a Wi-Fi internet connection, trying to get connected to the cell tower. But doing the best we can with what we got. And I hope you guys are enjoying. I hope you guys are doing the best you can with what you got, because this week's going to be a big week. We got a lot coming. We got more episodes. Maybe play some video games, record some of that. I got to play with it. I got to do some editing. It takes a lot of time. I'm working on building a new PC to get some content flowing better. A nice little hard drive put in there. So we'll keep you posted, keep you updated, and stay tuned. We're going to have more episodes coming up.
Thanks for listening. You can find the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all your favorite platforms. Check out YouTube for retro content. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook, and visit toonalong.com for more info. Support us on Patreon, and we'll catch you next time.
Toon Along, yeah, you know the name. Big ideas, fun and games. So hit that play, don't miss a beat. This is the podcast where